This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Okay? Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out. You're not dreaming. We're in the Reverie Hotel. In the real world. The Order's dream is over. Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The family's official statement was like, "The Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt." After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order. Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as everyone's waiting for you, so... Yeah, let's go!
मैं वैसे ही इसमें बहुत लेट हो गया। सबने खत्म भी कर दी होगी इतनी टाइम में। तो मुझे चैट नहीं आ रही क्या? चैट
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. But just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted lists. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life.
हेलो डिलक्स फर्नीचर।
Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards.
It's
They might
me,
recognize
Ansh.
you.
अरे हेलो अंश
Keep
भाई।
these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Sam. Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go
I had to
stir up
change.
some
नहीं अच्छा
excitement?
किया, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। अरे मैं भी डिजिटल
Well, you
मार्केटिंग
know,
सीख
my
रहा हूँ।
script isn't over yet.
कुछ काम की चीज़ हो तो मुझे भी बताना डिस्कॉर्ड
I
पर।
didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities. How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome.
You may not realize it, but you have a
मैंने थोड़ा
bad
बेसिक कोर्स
habit.
किया था।
Whenever you seem to be
कुछ
asking a
काम का तो
question,
मेरे को भी
you've
पता
already
नहीं।
made up your mind. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or...
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
ये क्या बातें कर रहे
Those
हैं?
sound more like something for young girls.
और बताओ अंश भाई कैसे हो?
Oh, by the way, Blade
अभी
didn't
घर आया तो
explicitly say
स्ट्रीम
it, but I
गेम
think he
की
was trying to say
ऑडियो
something
थोड़ी
like,
कम कर दो और अपनी बढ़ा
Temptation
दो।
will show up again in Penacony.
गेम की ऑडियो कम कर दी, अपनी कैसे बढ़ाऊं? अपनी बढ़ा दी। अब ठीक आनी चाहिए।
Got it.
आपकी आवाज़ नहीं आ पा रही है, अब ठीक है।
Relax, so I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself.
थैंक यू। स्ट्रीम को लाइक करना
I
मत
wanna
भूलना
buy
यार,
some
बड़ी
cake
मुश्किल
rolls.
से स्ट्रीम कर
I've
पा
had
रहा
cake roll every day since I
हूँ।
arrived in
पापड़
Penacony,
बेले।
from the first day to the last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or
और बताओ अंश भाई क्या चल रहा है?
as she never refuses. That's not written in the script, right? But I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
ओह, टोपैज पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, पहली बार टोपैज का पीओवी।
Welcome, Director
अभी
Topaz.
कॉलेज की छुट्टी चल रही
The
है।
family ambassadors
मैं
are
अभी
still
घर आया था
inside
छुट्टी
making
लेके,
preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived.
बड़ी मुश्किल से।
It'll be a while before the conference starts.
उसमें भी 7 दिन के लिए आ पाया।
Quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive.
उसमें भी 2 दिन आने जाने में निकल जाएंगे।
Low-key location for the conference.
About this, Director, I've asked around. This conference between the IP atmosphere here.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary
मेरे गेंशिन में
agreement,
पता नहीं क्यों ऑडियो इशू आ रहे हैं। अरे मेरे साथ पता क्या हुआ, मैं HSR का दूसरा अकाउंट एक्सेस ही नहीं कर पा रहा है। मैंने स्ट्रीम चालू की और 1 सब्सक्राइबर कम हो गया, ऐसा क्यों? भाई यार सब्सक्राइबर बढ़ाओ मेरे।
Your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remember
मेरा
to be
एक
cautious.
HSR का
Watch
मैं
out
अकाउंट नहीं एक्सेस कर पा रहा, पता नहीं क्या हुआ।
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at the table, it's the others who need to be cautious. Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on their tasks and not worry about the negotiations.
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
ऑडियो बहुत लेट आ रही है गेंशिन में।
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be Siri.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
ऑडियो बहुत लेट आ रही है गेंशिन में, पता नहीं, एक बार चेक करना उसको। सेटिंग्स में, ऑडियो सेटिंग्स में चेक करना, या ऐसा तो नहीं स्टोरेज स्पेस फुल हो गया हो। नंबी पानी में क्या कर रहा है? भाई ये लोग ठीक हैं? एट स्टोरेज तो बहुत है, फिर तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं आनी चाहिए।
Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Such a bustling place. I think I'll take a little walk around.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, are you hungry, Numby?
और बताओ अंश,
Food in the dream.
स्क्रीन शेयर करके बताना,
taste bad,
हो सकता है मैं हेल्प करने की कोशिश करूँगा।
Numby! Ooh, oops, not to your.
ए नंबी क्या ट्रेजर अनलॉक करता है क्या? रुको, वो मुझे चेस्ट की ओर ले जा रहा है। ओह, ये तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था। ओ भाई,
Hard work pays off.
इससे तो कोई ट्रेजर ही मिस नहीं होगा कभी।
Friends of the IPC, don't you dare embarrass me. Ooh, free stuff.
Greetings, madame.
Well, hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant Feldspar?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. It's my honor to assist you. The Radiant Feldspar is owned by Mr. Odie.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder this ship is...
Indeed. Miss, please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Feldspar had been cruising over the Sea of Dreams in Penacony for an entire Ember era. But its voyage was temporarily halted due to the recent reverberation.
HSR मुझे इतना पसंद नहीं आता।
Reverberation?
वो मैं समझता हूँ, मैं भी मतलब गेंशिन से ज़्यादा मैं HSR खेलता हूँ।
I apologize.
Following the previous
और
reverberation
वुदरिंग
in
वेव्स
the
भी
Sea of
अच्छा है।
Dream, the Radiant Fells thankfully.
Ah, well, thank you for explaining matters.
ये चीज़ मेरे को भी फील होती। मतलब मैं
So many
और
buttons.
जेनलेस जोन 0 का पता
How
नहीं,
many
मुझे लग रहा है
centuries
मैं
did it take to press them all?
अभी से ही बोर हो जाऊंगा।
Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Huh? What are these?
हाँ, मैं भी
For your safety, please stay away from those
जानना है
objects.
क्या होगा। ये
For
चीज़
my
तो मुझे
safety?
भी पड़ी है।
Are these buttons something dangerous?
Not exactly. Lately, there's been, according to those involved, he said something. Luckily, no one believed him. Still,
What will happen if you...
well, perhaps you don't know much about. Anyway, the family will deal with these things.
मेरे को भी जानना है। मेरे तो गेंशिन की स्टोरीज भी पेंडिंग पड़ी है।
The talent motivation department? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys.
बहुत अच्छी थी, मैंने नहीं करी, अभी करूँगा।
the Urilla case
वो
was
मैं
a
HSR
ruthless
की
senior
स्टोरी
manager
ख़त्म
to
करके
ensure
गेंशिन
all of the
इंस्टॉल
project
करने के
logs
चक्कर
and
में हूँ।
calls are complete. I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case? And sounds exhausting. Why not?
जेड आ गई।
In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
मैं तो
It's
आजकल
been a
माइन
while, Madam
यूट्यूब
Jade.
पे ही देखी।
I'm honored to have the
मैं
opportunity
आजकल
to work with
माइनक्राफ्ट
you.
खेल रहा। नाइस नाइस।
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam. I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior. Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your
अच्छी
best.
बात है।
Especially
मैं
since the
माइनक्राफ्ट
upcoming
कभी जैसे
negotiations
होता है ना
with
ढंग से
the
स्टार्ट नहीं
Winter
कर
Era.
पाया तो मैं खेल ही नहीं पाता।
As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose. I
मैं
believe
सोच रहा हूँ टी
old
पॉट में ही
Ovi has taken it
माइनक्राफ्ट
upon
खेलूंगा।
himself to test our
सेरेनिटी
limits.
टी
Before
पॉट।
the official negotiations between the IP. That's true, and it works in our favor.
ओ भाई जेड की
Do
डिजाइन
you
कुछ
know
अलग ही
why?
है।
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti. Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that
या
as the
ये जो
head of the
जो
Alfalfa
फोर्टनाइट
family,
में जो लेगो
his
वाला
actions suggest that the
फोर्टनाइट
5
वाला मोड आया
lineages
ना मेरे को वो
might
भी
not be as
इंटरेस्टिंग
long as
लगा।
the influence of harmony hasn't completely permeated their core. Personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in Penacony haven't entirely suppressed their own desires. It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. After the downfall of the Yoke family, Old Oti's faction became the dominant force in Penacony. Even if we consider only the succession order,
हेलो
he's the longest serving and most senior among all the family heads.
हेलो वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम।
Yes,
दुश्मन
that's
नायडू।
exactly why we need to handle the conference
स्ट्रीम को
following
लाइक करना मत
agreed
भूलना
upon
यार, बहुत
strategy.
दिन बाद बड़ी मुश्किल से कर
It's
पा रहा
like playing a game of chess. Absolutely. The
हूँ।
3 steps
चैनल
of
को रिवाइव
negotiation.
करने के लिए बहुत
Listen,
मदद
pretty
चाहिए।
clear. Although you seem to have changed the order in the Yarilo case. That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Time to get to work. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC.
अच्छा पेनिकोनी आईपीसी को पेनिकोनी में एंट्री चाहिए। एक सेकंड बस थोड़े से वो तो है। कैसे हो? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। क्या चल रहा है जीवन में? ओ भाई अलग म्यूजिक क्यों है? फायरफ्लाई निकल गई। फायरफ्लाई निकल गई। लॉर्ड बोनस रिवॉर्ड्स क्या? फायरफ्लाई ओ भाई अच्छा रुको एक सेकंड आ गई। लेवल 20 तो कर ही लेता हूँ एटलीस्ट। फ्री का वो असेंशन ले लेता हूँ जो वॉर्प हो जाएगा।
The
एक
final stop is close.
फ्री ये वाला वॉर्प मिल जाएगा स्टैंडर्ड वाला। मुझे टिकट देख के पता चला। हाँ टिकट थोड़ा सा कुछ डिफरेंस तो होता है उसमें। अभी तो फिलहाल यही वाला लगा लेता हूँ क्योंकि गेम लैग कर रहा है क्या? हाँ, गेम क्यों लैग कर रहा है? रेनबोइश कलर सा होता है। हाँ यार, मैंने तो ऐसे ही तुक्का मारा था। पता है मेरा एक और अकाउंट है, वो मैं खोल ही नहीं पा रहा।
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Smart and charming ladies. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
ये मजेदार डिजाइन है, उसकी मूंछ ही रेनबोइश कलर सा होता है। हाँ, मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा, मिल गई। चल ही नहीं पा रहा हूँ।
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa.
मैं
It's my
जानबूझ के
honor to meet you in person.
मजा आ
You may
गया,
not
मजा
be
आ गया।
aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all strategic investment department employees. After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
अच्छा,
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can...
The future of Penacony, if I'm not
उसके
mistaken.
आगे खेला ही नहीं, फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड में यूं। लॉल।
Precisely.
मेरा दूसरा अकाउंट मैं
Those
एक्सेस
few
ही नहीं कर
words
पा रहा, मैं
represent
क्या
a
बताऊं।
terribly complicated. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10... Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa.
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. However, perhaps you don't know.
ओह, वो आगे सुनते। कौन है उस तरफ?
Please, go ahead.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official
फुरीना का
conference
रीरन,
to
हाँ मैं सेव कर रहा हूँ
dissuade the
फुरीना के
strategic
रीरन के लिए, पता है।
investment department from trying to lay if you back off now,
बहुत टाइम से
you can make a smooth exit
सेव कर रहा हूँ।
and prevent the IPC from losing face during...
One of our P45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony...
You use the term
पुल
dream,
करूँगा मैं।
Miss Topaz, but
एक ही
let's
आर्कॉन
not
रह
forget
गया है
that
अभी तक।
this is the realm of dreams. If you want to
या
curious
फिर
about
मैं
how
अगर
I came
पायरो
to
आर्कॉन की
respond
न्यूज़
to the
आएगी तो फिर मैं
IPC,
पायरो आर्कॉन पे
well,
फोकस करूँगा।
I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a
ओ,
significant step
होता
forward by
जहाज है।
self-listing and going public.
Going public? If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass...
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the
फुरीना
doors of
बफ और
Sweet
हील,
Dream
हाँ।
to the entire universe. Starting today, anyone in the
प्लस
cosmos
पानी
can
पे,
become a
मैं तो बस इसलिए
shareholder
पुल
of the
कर रहा हूँ
land
कि वो
of the
पानी पे चल
dreams.
सकते।
This is the path
बात
of
खत्म।
harmony I'll choose.
हाँ, बट पायरो आर्कॉन है।
This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe...
हाँ ठीक है। अलग ही कर पायरो आर्कॉन में एक शबलांग करके कैरेक्टर है, उसका मैं बहुत न्यूज़ सुन रहा हूँ, वो मैं सोच रहा हूँ पुल करने का।
So, you've been
हाँ
waiting for the right
आर्कॉन,
moment for
आर्लेकिनो पे जानबूझ के पुल नहीं किया कि आर को फटुई कैरेक्टर्स को सबसे लास्ट में पुल करूंगा।
should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene. Every move we make
तुम्हें
is
पता है कि
scrutinized by
जो
trillions of people.
कैरेक्टर्स हैं वो सारे प्री डिसाइडेड हैं। ये मतलब इतने कैरेक्टर्स 17 कैरेक्टर्स आते हैं
I'm convinced that you
हर
can
नए रीजन में
familiarize
उनका
yourself
फिक्स।
with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about
अरे
your next
यार
move. Please
स्किप क्यों नहीं हो
consider
रहा?
it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of it. I suggest we conclude the first
आर्लेकिनो
half
भी
of our
बहुत
conference
स्ट्रांग
in
है।
South
हाँ
Alpha. Please allow Topaz and me to
ये तो
confer
है।
privately for a few
आर्लेकिनो
moments,
मतलब
and to
सब
respond
फिलहाल
on
पायरो
behalf
में
of the
सबसे
IP.
स्ट्रांग है।
Of course. Take your time.
जेड की डिजाइन बहुत अच्छी है।
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC.
I got this information from a message sent by that. It's not hard to imagine. Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threat.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express.
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims.
आर्लेकिनो बहुत स्ट्रांग है। न्यूविलेट बहुत
reasons
स्ट्रांग
unknown,
था।
they have
क्लोरिन भी
strong
बहुत
desires
मतलब
to
ठीक
smooth
निकली।
things
मतलब
over,
लोग बोल
which
रहे हैं
leads to
स्ट्रांग है वो भी।
speculation about their motives.
एक एमिली आ रही है वो डेंड्रो
If
कैरेक्टर
either
है।
the family or IPC were to assume full
और
control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream
उसके
of
बाद शायद
hedonism,
नेटलाइन आ जाएगा।
and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again go to waste. There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep...
After Anna's dream
फर्स्ट रीजन में न्यूविलेट निकाला। ओह नाइस। मैंने तो फर्स्ट में ही निकाल लिया था और अच्छा वो निकाल लिया था। पुरीना से ज़्यादा काम आया उस टाइम।
Their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But
that's what we're about to witness on the Radiant.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces, while quite different.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides,
ये कैरेक्टर भी प्लेबल लगती है।
with 3 glasses of glory of the Trailblaze. Yeah, it's good to see you all again. When will the Astral Express leave Penacom?
We'll stay a bit longer.
So, this is our final meeting then? Music? Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn.
फर्स्ट रीजन में
Resting in peace.
मैंने अभी तो मैं बिल्कुल ही पुल नहीं कर रहा पुरीना के चक्कर में। अरे वहीं फालतू में इधर उधर चल रहा हूँ। शिबान से ही बात करनी। इस वक्त हाइड्रो कैरेक्टर सबसे वर्सेटाइल है। पायरो भी। तो वो लोग डेंड्रो मतलब जो अब ओवरलोडेड रिएक्शंस पर ज़्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं।
Before we start, all right, as you... I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it bitter or sweet? It's a drowning sweetness. However, with the right, not a bad choice. Let's start.
अब ये भी मुझे करना है क्या? ठीक है। ड्रीम जैम कहाँ है? बेस क्या गलत था? अरे यार क्या करना है? ड्रीम जैम ड्रीम जैम नेक्स्ट select garnish slice lemon my god हाइड्रो में अरे सीजविन का ट्रेलर देखा?
Words always fall short.
सीजविन का ट्रेलर देखना है?
If you want to bring closure to past events at this
बताओ
age,
तुम।
there's no blend all your memories and emotions. Well, here's to the nameless resting. The spirit of freedom will. We're not accepted by the. One day, our cheers.
रुको अरे इसको म्यूट कैसे करूं गेम को? अरे ऑन अब ठीक है। अब करते हैं सीजविन ट्रेलर। उसकी वो एनिमी को बंद कर सकती है। वो याद है वो अबिस मेज करते थे ऐसा। बिल्कुल वैसे ही। टेंशन कैरेक्टर डेमो फुल स्क्रीन।
Huh, really? It's medicinal?
अरे
Has a bunch of uses, and medicine's one of them.
अरे रुको 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 रुको
Maritime flower.
इसके वो ग्राफिक्स हाई करने दो। बस मुझे वो
In full bloom, is pure for exhaustion. You can buy them in the store, but they're not as good. You want real maritime flowers? I know a place where there's lots of them. Really pretty ones. Off we go.
बुलबुले में उड़ के जा रहे हैं हम लोग। वाह ये क्या हुआ? अरे बबल गन। ये सबसे बेस्ट। ओ भाई बुलबुलोस डैमेज। बहुत टाइम बाद कोई हाइड्रो हीलर आ रहा है। इसका अल्ट में इंजेक्शन है। हाँ कैप्सूल डॉक्टर मारियो के हाथ आ गई। बो अरे यार बो यूजर लास्ट फुरीना थी आई गेस। हाँ
So
बट फुरीना प्रॉपर हीलर नहीं है ना. अब मिक्स्ड यूज वाले कैरेक्टर ज्यादा आ रहे हैं मतलब. अरे अच्छा अच्छा लिनेट के लिए वेट कर रहे थे.
Why didn't you say it was so bitter? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
कड़वी दवाई पिला दी. लॉल.
The important thing is that it works.
अरे हाँ ठीक है.
Oh, are you leaving? Well, then take this with you.
वो ये बच्चों से इंजेक्शन का डर निकालने के लिए वो इतना बड़ा इंजेक्शन लेके घूमती है कि किसी भी इंजेक्शन लगाती है तो अच्छा ही होगा.
I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So
Thank you. I'm sure.
और क्या लग
if you happen to run
न्यू
into
आर्कॉन
Gallagher,
क्वेस्ट
make sure he
देखूंगा
has a
नहीं
sip
उसको
too.
लाइव करूंगा ना.
All right, enough with the heavy stuff. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, and embark towards our tomorrows.
ओ जेड का ओ भाई जेड बन जाए.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the...
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any...
They agreed.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter...
एक स्पॉइलर दो. हाँ चलेगा स्पॉइलर चलेगा.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
वैसे भी बहुत स्पॉइलर मिल चुके हैं.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference.
अरे भाई क्या है.
Yes, despite its recent calamity.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is... this...
वो तो मुझे पता ही है.
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a... And that's why I'm willing to stake my topaz stone to cover for you.
Once that kid sets his mind to something,
ये तो मुझे थोड़ा आइडिया लग गया था.
Looks like
मैं बस HSR डिलीट करने के चक्कर में हूँ. ये नहीं वो नहीं पता. अब उतना भी मत बताओ वरना कुछ बचेगा ही.
I'll go it alone. Meanwhile,
okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Okay. ओ भाई कोड़े बस आने वाले. क्या डिजाइन तो मस्त है जेट की.
There's a good charm. Do as you're told. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect
हमें
to meet
लुमीन
you
की एक लाइन जो बहुत शॉकिंग है. हाँ
Miss Jade?
अब रहने दो हो गया
The opening ceremony for the Charmony
मैंने
Festival
भी
has
उसके
been
बारे
moved
में
to
एक
the
वो
Radiant
देखा था शायद
Feldspar.
शॉर्ट देखा था.
So I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now.
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. I believe
The sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the radiant feldspar resumed its voyage, the harmony needs a new direction. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally.
See you later, Miss Jade.
रॉबिन की डिजाइन फ्लावर देखे थे आंड्रियो में। आसपास एक चेस्ट है, आवाज तो आ रही।
Is that all? Hardly worth the bother.
चिड़िया की भी आवाज आ रही। हाँ ये रही। मैं इससे ज्यादा और कुछ नहीं कहूँगा। हाँ कोई नहीं। ओ इधर भी एक चेस्ट है।
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our
पर जो भी था मतलब इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है। अब राज खुलने वाला है तो अब और इच्छा कर रही है एंडिंग देखने की।
something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later.
Is it just me, miss?
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 amber eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting.
कोई नहीं इतना ही काफी है।
Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my thing.
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the... Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
Interesting. You surely have a way with words. Now,
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us. The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately... The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours?
Oh, bhai.
You really think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash.
Oh, bhai, dialogues.
However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that will never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your... After all, we also need allies here in Asdana.
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
अगर देखना चाहो तो देखूंगा नहीं, खुद ही करूंगा quest complete.
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, you're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate... It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract... I understand your concern.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. However, as their chosen one...
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the
ये quest में नहीं है। हाँ मैंने short में ही देखा था। ये कोई वो मीनस्लेव का था या किसी और का था?
The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration?
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among with each new world integrated into
भी
the
बताया
credit
गया था
system.
क्वेस्ट में
The
ये
IPC adds
5
another
सिनर्स के
building
बारे
block
में
to
ये
its
देखना
cause.
पड़ेगा, ये मैंने भी नहीं देखा,
Eventually,
जानबूझ के नहीं
all
देखा, वरना कुछ
exchanges,
रहेगा ही
capital,
नहीं।
and businesses will operate with by then. All planetary
ओ
development.
भाई,
And then the
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation. This universe doesn't need two types of order.
All right. Tell me your solution.
Then let's continue our conversation.
स्वीट ड्यू कौन है? अच्छा, हिमेको।
Thank you for your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa.
This stunning lady is the navigator of
इस
the
बारे में
Astral
डेन स्लिप
Express.
बताएगा क्वेस्ट में।
It's a
ओह,
pleasure to meet you.
I believe
Nice,
everyone
nice.
here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and
While this decision isn't finalized yet, while the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune, if this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction. Of course, all cooperation is based on the path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again. And
ओह वापस से जेड है। It's nice. आवाज तो आ रही है चेस जैसी। कहाँ से?
watch yourselves in front of the IPC. Don't you dare embarrass me.
छोड़ो, यहाँ तो टोपैज के साथ आए थे ना उसमें सारे चेस। बता ही दिए होंगे। गेम थोड़ा थोड़ा सुंदर होता जा रहा है।
is an agreement, so the issue is settled.
They will soon realize the situation.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the
Um,
arrangements.
It's
यार
all up
कितने
to you.
डायलॉग हैं?
But Miss Jade...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid had an I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue.
I trust... Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry.
Guys, don't forget to
Diamond
like
has
the
always
stream
trusted
यार,
us.
बहुत
I'll put in a good
support
word for you,
चाहिए।
and you'll have your P45 position back in no time. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship.
अच्छा, ये हॉरिजॉन्टल में ही दिख रहा है कि सिर्फ वर्टिकल स्ट्रीम ही आ रही है?
You want to open a Bon and Jade exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
वर्टिकल में दिख रहा। अच्छा, मैंने हॉरिजॉन्टल और वर्टिकल दोनों चालू की थी, पता नहीं।
Go ahead. That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
I didn't find the information. In return, I've agreed to help her with something. You see, that's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity. Like right now, for example.
ये बहुत सीरियस हो जाता है ये गेम बीच बीच में। ओह, फायरफ्लाई, नाइस नाइस। बीच बीच में ये कैमरा एंगल स्विच करने लगते हैं, नहीं तो ऐसा लगता है इतनी सी जगह है जिसमें आप घूम रहे हो।
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this is the rate a pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship? I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not.
ओह, अब हम फायरफ्लाई हैं। ओके, ये मस्त था। अच्छा, इससे याद आया, बीच में ट्रायल कर लेते हैं यार, कंटिन्यू बोरिंग नहीं हो जाएगा। यार ट्रायल कहाँ गए? एप्टीट्यूड सीक्वेंस। अच्छा, ये फायर वीकनेस भी लगाती है। नाइस।
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
ओ भाई, अच्छा अपनी एचपी लोअर एचपी, लेस डैमेज रिसीव, लीव्स इन। नाइस।
Decided to play your ace, huh? Joining the battle. Nice like a good brew. Full, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
इसको स्लो मोशन में करते हैं। Already.
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up? Dreams do come true. The mood is set just. Let the show begin!
Enemy fight is a type 4. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Fight to live!
Let's improvise.
Enemy targets detected. This is more than a battle. Set the seas ablaze!
ओ भाई, ये मजेदार था। को हिट करना इतना मुश्किल क्यों था? बैक टू फायरफ्लाई। ये लॉक।
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious. Is that him? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the Astral Express is here.
By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family as a token of gratitude for the Nameless's contributions to Penacony. Please help me with the necessary arrangements.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Okay.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss.
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop? Ah, you must. I've marked the pawn shop's location on your...
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her.
क्या puzzle है? किधर? पर होगा। चलो छोड़ो। सभी किसका मन है अभी puzzle करने का? चाहिए रहा। मिल गया तो करना ही पड़ेगा। हाँ ये वाला। इधर भी एक है। इतने दिनों बाद कर रहा हूँ तो और कंफ्यूज हो रहा हूँ। हुआ मैं फिर कंफ्यूज हो गया। यार वो कहाँ से किया फिर? जो ना तो उसी को था यार। हाँ हो गया। अरे यार एक और बार। ठीक है। ठीक है। हेलो ब्रो, पेपर खत्म। हेलो बिश भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। हाँ हो गया। सॉरी सॉरी, मैं मैसेज ये पजल है मेरा दिमाग। अरे यार एक और नहीं। एक और है। सोच रहा था पीछे से उठा, बट एक और है। एक सेकंड, ये तो इधर आ जाएगा। थैंक गॉड। अब तो बंद करो यार। हाँ कोई ना, कब से काम स्टार्ट। बस अब 27 को निकल जाऊंगा। तो घर आया हुआ था तो मैंने बोला बड़ी मौका मिल गया है स्ट्रीम करने का, तो स्ट्रीम करो। बाय द वे स्ट्रीम को लाइक करना मत भूलना यार, थोड़ा सा सपोर्ट चाहिए चैनल को फिर से रिवाइव करना है।
How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name.
I want to keep on living. And for
Great.
that, I'm willing to give up everything I have.
Everything you have.
That's right. Everything.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite familiar.
What do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but...
Okay. A pawn shop that
That's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend what I mean.
ग्रेट। और बताओ क्या चल रहा है?
I'll go and talk to these people. Once you've done
मैंने
that,
बोला ये HSR की स्टोरी खत्म करूं, फिर उसके बाद मैं ये genshin का चालू करूंगा।
That lady Bonajade feels more like
फिर
a
वापस ऑफिस भी जाऊं।
money lender rather than the owner of a pawn shop.
Which one should I pop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dan Hung and Void Ranger Jive.
Don't change the words.
No, it's not. Sorry. No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry.
अच्छा यहाँ कुछ अलग ही चल रहा है। और बताओ बीच भाई। कल ही पेपर खत्म हुआ पता। ये क्या है?
Enough talk.
This will be our final game.
Oh, a big time.
ये क्या है? अरे यार, कैंडी क्रश.
What?
This can't be.
It's true! Lady Bonajade is true! Finally!
स्टेटस चेक करना है. जेड के लोगों के कस्टमर्स के साथ क्या हुआ. डेल, इसका नाम डेल है.
Prepared a gift for you, Dorothy.
Whoa! What a beautiful necklace! How did you know I love jewelry made of cymothane? It has the same...
So... Well...
I will. Really? I never said yes before because I thought you had no idea what I...
Wonderful! So... Shall we...
Yeah.
ओके, बेसिकली जेड सबकी इच्छाएं पूरी करती फिर रही है.
Hey, did you see that? The gray-haired one outside. Don't look around, just seriously. Is that him?
Yeah, you heard right. I've got him. He's been hiding at the moment of soul in Penacony. I've made a deal with the family. I'll leave the extradition-related paperwork to you. How'd I find him? Well, 22 years. Yeah. I'm gonna hang up for now, partner.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But... I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean?
पॉन का मतलब एक्सचेंज करना, बदले में कुछ लेगी, उसी का टेंशन है मेन. बदले में क्या?
Watch yourselves in front of the IPC.
अरे ये चेस्ट ओपन करने दो यार.
Yeah. But I'm not sure what...
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Bonajade Dell was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for... It was a piece of cake for me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Dell will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape. Let's just hope that necklace will keep the relationship from crumbling. Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some from the moment she stepped out of the Bonajade exchange. Every casino in the cosmos would remember her name.
Oh bhai.
But her parents and siblings would sever ties with her. She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good. As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal. He offered his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories as a detective will be erased. Interesting, don't you think? I fulfill people's desires and grant them favors, and soon they come back to me with even greater desire. When people see others' desires get fulfilled, they develop their own desires. It seems like an endless cycle, and patience happens to be one of my greatest strengths. AR 26710, a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. I'm not surprised. You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune, isn't it? The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe within the genes of their warriors, just to make sure the Republic's most powerful weapons wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. As for the price, those iron cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent
ये लोग
humans,
नॉर्मल
so
इंसान
there
नहीं
wasn't
माने
really a
जाते.
price to be paid. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the firmament front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure the...
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, there might be a silver line.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. Because nothing I own holds any meaning. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure my own survival?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like. And traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny. Attempting to move in the opposite
वो
direction.
भाई बहुत डायलॉग्स हैं नहीं?
I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to the Stellaron hunters while keeping the IPC in the dark?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the strategic...
The Stellaron hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths... You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wants, what drives you to take such a risk and extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond?
Simply put, you and I are the same. However, unlike you Stellaron hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want. Each of us has our own past and destined ends, and on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, so Diamond made us a promise to divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces and give each of us a cornerstone to fill that void. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. For without this resolve, so, you understand? This pledge goes beyond, and whatever we gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in
ओ
return,
भाई
allowing us to achieve the
ये
great
कहानी
cause of
कुछ
the
अंदर है
preservation.
अंदर है कुछ और ही
The
चल
war.
रही है. उफ.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire.
Lady Bonajade, I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
ओ भाई अलग ही चल रहा है.
Turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Penacony went much smoother than the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon. This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
होटल क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे और ये एवेंचरिंग से क्या बात कर रहा है.
I can take you out with just one shot whenever I choose.
Oh, that'd be my honor.
You better. great hero of... Oh, you're here too. Merely a greeting of platitudes. As long... Let's set aside those under the table.
अरे भाई क्या है? ठीक है.
Forget it. I'm not one to beat around the bush. I've got a score to settle with the...
The feud between the Marketing Development Department and the Strategic Investment Department looks like...
Thank you.
I'll pass.
चलो. एक सेकंड. यहाँ क्या? डॉक्टर रेशो? ये कहाँ से आ गया?
I remember you. Your performance at Hurton. No wonder that gambler likes you so much. The Intelligentsia Guild assigned me to be an invigilator for the IPC's ambassadors. Very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. Then you'll excuse me.
चलो. ओ भाई कितने डायलॉग. इस जहाज पे मैं बस चक्कर पे चक्कर लगाए जा रहा हूँ. क्या है ये? इस गेम में जंप क्यों नहीं है?
Well, if it is...
चलो नंबी सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बात कर रहा है इस पूरे कन्वर्सेशन.
Such a pity. Look how... Trans... Oh! I understand now. Guess there is no harm telling you. Now that I think about it, it was good that Branya got there when she didn't, Bellabog.
पहले तो ये चेस्ट ले लो. Finally.
Hey there, lively guy. What should I call you? What are you so, mister? Oh, this is your way. Sounds simple enough. Very to fulfill this wish. Well, it's a two-legged animal with black fur, a round head, and long ears. It's omnivorous and is prone to mood swings. Most importantly, it has mastered the human language and can communicate. Bring its tail to me as collateral.
ये पॉम की बात कर रही है? लॉल. इसको पॉम की पूछ. थोड़ा सा क्वेस्ट बोरिंग हो गया था बीच में. नॉट मिला.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
टेलीस्कोप? कहाँ है टेलीस्कोप? कहाँ है? कुछ भी तो नहीं था वहाँ पे. टाइम पास करवाने लोग. हाँ यहाँ जाना है ना. Argenti? तुम बात क्यों नहीं कर रहा अर्जेंटी?
The festival hasn't started.
Hi, we meet.
Who's that?
Robin?
It's really you. Yes, it's just I didn't get the chance. Two murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors. Like, it's a good thing that you guys managed to overcome all those difficult problems. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. So, I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. This trip to Penacony is no different. Yes, initially I thought the answer might lie. Do you know Miss Jade? She told me her price. I know. Of course I want to live on. But what fate owes me, I want it paid back, not passed on. No one else should be involved because this is a grudge between me and fate. Speaking of which, actually even the smallest of lies can turn into a betrayal as sharp as a blade. I'm sorry. Really? Then it seems, to me, hiding is much easier than being honest.
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's open!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. The script hasn't reached its end yet. We will meet.
ये उड़ के जाएगी.
I hope she's okay. But if it's, I'll send a message later to check it.
चलो. अरे यार डायलॉग बाजी है क्या?
Let's take a seat. Everything is settled. Forget it. I've done it.
Firefly का message?
Looks like I don't have to work.
चलो.
It's Miss Robin! Hey, hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss
Hey,
Robin!
over here, Miss Robin! Miss Robin! Miss Robin!
Miss Robin!
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from all over the cosmos, it's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the Penacony family's 5 major lineages, and on behalf of myself, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our guests. As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone. Not only that, the customary opening ceremony held at the Penacony Grand Theater has now moved to the Radiant Feldspar. We invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for OT Alfalfa.
ओ भाई बस हो गया.
What makes this festival so uniquely significant? As is widely known, the Radiant Feldspar had to halt its voyage due to an anomaly in the Sweet Dream, sparking widespread discussion in the thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the dreamscape back on track. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the father of Penacony, Mikhail Chard Legwork, one of the legendary Nameless who laid the foundations of Penacony. In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the
Oh
Watchmaker
bhai, bas
planted
bas
within
bas.
us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony to a broader audience.
Aw, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us. Obviously.
And now, the sweet dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for us, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family...
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna...
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace. Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
इसका क्या करेंगे लेकिन हम?
And now, I propose to harmony. Cheers! Cheers!
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well, all's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands? There's still so many bombs. Now's not the time for plot twists.
ओ भाई क्या है ये? अच्छा अबे बॉम्ब एक शिप पर वाह क्या हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे? एक तो वहाँ पे यही है ना? अच्छा यहाँ से नीचे भी एक रास्ता है रुको अच्छा सडनली कुछ नहीं था अब वो एकदम से बॉम्ब डिफ्यूज करना होगा अरे यार ये पजल क्यों गियर कहाँ है? उधर जाना है। इधर जाना है। अरे यार मेरा ध्यान ही कहीं और था। फाइनली से पीछे ऑफ वो एक और है। चलो
Looks good. पर क्या फॉर्म कहाँ है यार? एक सेकंड, एक इधर दिखा रहा है।
If not, you'll just have to make do. Alright, nap 5, 4, 1. time, Mr. Numb, are not even a real bomb.
ये क्या था यार?
At least I made some progress.
कहीं पर यहाँ कुछ दिख नहीं रहा, वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा वो किधर होगा। अरे यार जल्दी, परेशान हो गया मैं ये क्वेस्ट कर करके। कहाँ है कहाँ है कहाँ है?
Please stay tuned.
फिलहाल तो हमें बस डॉल्स मिले जा रही है।
By the laughter, to think you've seen through my disguise this quickly. Honestly, my dear Mr. Gray. Keep your shirt on. A watch. I'm on to you. You're here because you accepted bribes from the duplicitous and corrupt leader of that Sparkle gang. This evil city has fallen into depravity. If you wish to defeat me, you'll have to face off against the great.
क्या?
Still the same wall.
Destined for oblivion.
Let's improvise. Let the show begin.
Still waters of oblivion.
Is that all? A will forged in ice never falters.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Is that all?
Still waters of oblivion.
किसी तरह
A will forged in ice never falters. Destined for oblivion. Dreams do come true. Let the show begin.
ला क्यों हुआ? ये क्या रे?
Welcome to the Radiant Feldspar, good sir.
ये देखो
I'm a dangerous bomb and an outlaw who just Thank you, mister. But courtesy doesn't hide my hazardous lunacy. To be frank, I didn't become an outlaw because I'm a fudging bomb. It's because I'm a fudging oath heir to experience it. I can chant it for you. Holy fudge, you're more the ritual is ready. Perk up your ears and little whoop-ska, little sparkles. Whoop-ska, little sparkles. We meet again. Got yourself into a pickle? I'm more than happy to help. Bob. I need your help, mister. You've had the first case is the Soul Glad Factory arson case. The second case is the Blue Hour auction robbery. Those are all the details. I trust in your deduction. Correct it, seeing as you've put in so much effort, I'll throw you a bone. The bomb's not here.
Not much time left. Ta! Is that Firefly?
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Don't come close! Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just
27 minutes, 52 seconds.
the sweet dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. Apart from its creator, I fear... It's difficult. Time is running out, and she's a Actually, there might be... Do you still remember? The script... I think this moment heralds the third time.
नहीं.
You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams, and as long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the radiant feldspar. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible, where there are no living souls around. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safe. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible, but are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. That when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life. Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
It is my honor. I've said many goodbyes. Yet I am glad that this is the first time I speak these words with a smile. But before leaving, I'm sure you all have plenty to say to the Nameless of the past. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all here.
Honestly, when I heard the Nameless, those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast
अरे ये
place
ऐसे
like
मत खड़े हो,
Penacony?
वीडियो चालू है, दिख रहा है.
But it seems,
क्या?
in the land of the dreams, anything is indeed possible.
History may not remember the first glimmer of light in the prolonged night, often illuminates little. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star falls, countless more will follow. Streaking.
करवाओ, मैं थोड़ी करवाऊँ. मेरे को टाइम नहीं.
Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina, Jay, and Estella. We raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit and a voyage.
वो डिशवॉशर वाले तो नहीं है.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fiction. Either way, at least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound. To the festival's if we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the Nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you, watchers of the long dream, to your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hand, there shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, watchmaker of the land of the dreams, nameless of the Astral Express, to Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way, but ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe...
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past. I know, but the thing that I can't get out of my mind... It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like, when you're reading a book, if one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets. To me, it's because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. Mikhail sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail, but we will. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old Nameless's face at the end of his life. And its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
कोई चेस्ट तो नहीं था ना उधर? अच्छा इधर ही है तो देखिए नहीं.
Do you still remember when we first arrived in Penacony? Who would have thought our paths would cross in such a way? The ocean of stars is vast, and given our destinations, I'm afraid our paths may not cross again. But the trailblazing expedition ahead is always full of unknowns, and my blade is sharp enough to sever fate. As long as we maintain our original resolve, I believe there will come a day where we will meet again. Come to think of it, simply put, I'm a self-annihilator who was cursed by the Nihility. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago, and the whole world was erased beneath their shadow. In order to fight against the cruel end of self-destruction, I went on a journey, in search of a way to sever the chains of the Nihility. After a long and grueling search, I am convinced that my destination lies within the depths of the dark web, where reality and the Nihility are separate. In there lurks a secret called Device 9. One day, I'll reach it. In that case, because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey to... What do you mean? It's improbable that... I see. You've also had a similar experience? Long ago, I too was like you, with irreplaceable companions. We also embarked on journeys, making the best choices we could. Unfortunately, we didn't achieve the outcome we wanted. But moments like this, make me feel like they never even left. In this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different, and countless people who are alike yet distinct. I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing their silhouettes overlap with my past. In your opinion, what does this déjà vu mean? Attachment, desire, longing. They may all be right, but they are all incomplete. I believe it's not something external, but something that originates within us. An emotion that traverses time from a certain moment of our past to reach us. Perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness. Or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny but unforgettable instant that we left behind us, along with certain other things that remain constant throughout. That is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Proof of our shared path. Within them, we glimpse our own essence, and thus, we truly exist. Just like everyone in this story, hurtling onwards along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their lives. Set forth on your voyage without hesitation, Nameless, on the path of the Trailblaze. Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. There are countless things that humans cannot change. But before that, on the road towards the end, there are still many things that we can do. And because of this, the end will thus reveal a completely different meaning. This is the meaning of journey. All those things, beautiful before, are still so now. And I believe it will still bloom at the end of the nihility. Until we meet again beneath the sun's rays.
Chin up.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow. Oh, hey, you're finally back. We told Pom Pom all about our adventure.
Pom Pom is just angry. Yeah, angry. No matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel. That's right. Pom Pom is just angry. It's not because of Misha, Tiernan, Rosalina, and the rest.
It's okay. Oh, Pom, everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom Pom.
But...
Let's go, March.
एंडिंग तो थी अच्छी.
Never expected Pom Pom would be so distraught.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the express.
By the way guys, stream को like करना मत भूलना और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना अगर आप चैनल पे नए हैं तो.
A little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of the question. Since you joined us, the express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way, and to ensure that
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom Pom's been silent.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. When you put it like that, I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in space again.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world, Melostanen. As for which one we're headed to, that...
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion. Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you...
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But
please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could
the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon. Especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak.
world that many across the universe
Oh,
don't
bhai.
even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths, its destiny hanging in the balance. The Eternal Land, Amphorius.
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm.
ये जेल में क्यों है ये
Have
ऐसे
you
कैद क्यों है?
especially come to see me just to sate your
अच्छा हाँ,
vile
हरकतें ही
vanity?
ऐसी थी।
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow. I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still... a word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
खत्म। Finally is quest खत्म I guess. बस रोहनवे का कैरेक्टर ट्रायल करके एंड करते हैं स्ट्रीम। अरे चैट इग्नोर कर रहा हूँ, 1 सेकंड रुको। ओए तुम है कौन? तुमको तो चैट इग्नोर करता है। अरे मेरे को अभी दिखी चैट, बाय द वे हेलो पीक। मुझे चैट क्यों नहीं दिख रही थी? रुको पीक को बोल देता हूँ, मुझे चैट ही नहीं दिख रही थी। रिफ्रेश करने पर दिखी।
Continue.
I won't surrender.
Nap time. There's more to life. Eternal.
Dodge this!
Naughty child.
Take this! Surprise Venus! You're the best.
Stay close. Not a step back.
Some value, I suppose.
Let me through.
Every
or I'll
petal
go
in
through
life's
you.
garden will be swept away by the wind of time.
Dodge this!
That's better.
You're the best.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. So this is the warmth of life.
Dodge this!
Time for a shot.
On my mark. Here stands the Silvermane Guard.
Want to see what I can do?
So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the stream and don't forget to subscribe. थोड़ा सा जॉब के चक्कर में मुझे मालूम है मैं रोज नहीं आ पा रहा हूँ, इसके लिए आई एम सो सॉरी, बट प्लीज़ सपोर्ट करना मत भूलना। कोशिश करूँ अगर आपका सपोर्ट बरकरार रहेगा इससे मुझे हिम्मत मिलेगी मैं स्ट्रीमिंग कंटिन्यू कर पाऊँ। प्लीज़ आप एक का सपोर्ट बहुत मायने रखता है। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वाचिंग दिस स्ट्रीम। मिलते हैं आपसे नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में। Thank you and have a nice day. Well, at least I tried. एक स्टैंडर्ड वॉर भी तो था।